All right. We are going to move on to volume. This is to give you more of an overview of some different concepts this pathway. We'll go more into some of these a little bit later on this month. But volume, what volume means, we've talked about this a little bit with, as we've come across it in our warm-ups. But volume is the number of cubes that will fit in a shape. Sometimes they'll show us the cubes, like on the one today. Sorry, hopefully you have room. If not, just go off to the side. So sometimes they'll actually show us the cubes. Sometimes we just have to imagine. But the units will always be cubic inches or cubic feet or cubic centimeters. So it's like how many cubes of that size would fit in a shape. Sometimes you have to chop them up if it's fractional, decimal. All the ones we're doing are whole numbers. But keep in mind that eventually you'll see ones that are like pieces. Now, irregular shapes, not rectangular, prism, anything like that. It's just going to be kind of random. All to figure it out, just count the cubes. Now, you do have to imagine ones that are hidden because there aren't going to be any floating cubes, but that's all you have to do on these ones is just count. If it helps, I'll pull out the actual ones and you can build them. But if you don't want to build them, you don't have to. If you just want to count them on the page, you can. So let's look at this one here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then this one down here is 8. So the volume is 8 cubic units, and that's it. Notice we're not counting these squares because these 3 squares together is just one cube. If I show you a cube, you can see multiple faces of it. So I'm not counting the faces. I have to imagine which ones of those faces make up a cube. Again, if you're having trouble visualizing, you can ask for the cubes. I'll set them out and you can build them if you would like, because that can be helpful. All right, this one's a little bit harder just because there's more. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the top one. 6, 7. Now 8, 9, 10. But this pile and this pile are resting on one underneath here. So like underneath there and underneath there, there's 2 more. So it would actually be 12. Okay, so if it helps to count them by stacks, I could count and say, all right, this pile here, well, it's just 1. But then this pile here is going to be 2 because 1 and the one that's underneath. So that's 1, that's 2 on that pile. This pile is 1 taller, so it's going to be 1 up here, 1 here, and the 1 underneath, so that's 3. And then I have, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Again, if it helps to build them, there is nothing wrong with needing to actually touch the cubes. As we learn things, we sometimes need to go from more of an abstract to, or from concrete, meaning using the physical things, to abstract before we can count it on a paper and imagine it. And that's fine. That's very normal to still need that concrete thing sometimes. All right, and just one more before you can do your practice. So this one again, we have these 2 here, this one plus the one underneath, this one plus the one underneath. So there's a couple more hidden ones. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 again on that one. So that's my best advice, is just you're just counting them. And then if you're stuck, if you can't quite picture it, just build it with the cubes. That's fine. All right. Let me know if you need help. Good luck.